Welcome back to Qman's Garage. In this video, we're going to be setting up and installing my Minibike audio system. This kit comes with 2 ring terminals to connect directly to your battery's posts, or 2 T-taps to tap into your battery's wire connection. This kit also comes with a remote controller to control the radio station, the EQ, the volume, the play mode, and to power it on and off. The included 4 zip ties are designed to slide through this latch and through your frame for a secure connection. You pick any 2 on each side, you loop the zip tie through it, loop it around your frame, and then secure it. This unit is designed to take 12 volts DC, so you can connect it directly to a 12 volt battery, but you can't connect it to 12 volts AC like your ignition coils or a higher voltage. Let's remove the cover and mount the unit. To remove the cover, we flip it open and we pull on the latch, just like so. Now we can mount it. Start by feeding your wires through the frame and setting your unit right in the center. You can then grab your zip ties and feed them through the latches and under your frame, like so. You should connect them 1 click at a time until you have all 4 installed. Once you have all 4 zip ties loosely installed, you can take turns tightening them for an even, snug finish. Nice and secure. Once you get it installed, there shouldn't be any play. The unit should be one with the frame, should be fully solid, and you can use the additional latches if you need it. Now we can snip off the zip ties and do the wiring. Once you get the unit mounted, you can worry about the wiring. I like to route mine this way because it's closest to the battery. You just have to make sure it's a pretty good distance away from the exhaust. This is good enough. Depending on the model you purchased, you can either have the ring terminals or 2 posi tap ends with a stripped wire. We're going to install these ring terminal first and then the posi taps. If you have the ring terminal end, you simply undo your nut, slide the ring terminal in, close up that nut, make sure it's nice and secure, and you're good to go. You just do that on the negative and the positive, pretty simple. If you purchase the posi tap connection, then your wires will look like this, 2 stripped ends. We're going to install these posi taps. We're going to do it on the negative line. Start by sliding the cap over the wire so the wire sits nicely in the center of the channel. Then you can tighten down this side with the pin. Make sure that it pierces the wire. You should feel some resistance. If your wires are a little thinner, you want to make sure it's right in the center when you're tightening so that it pierces it. Nice and tight. Give it a tug, make sure it's pierced. Now you can undo this cap. Bring the corresponding wire, which is our ground. Slide the cap over the wire, like so. Push the wire into the connection, and then you can tighten the cap. You may have to push the wire while you tighten the cap, like this. Make sure it's nice and tight. Then you got to give it a couple tugs, make sure it's not going anywhere. And then you simply do the same on your positive and your connections are good to go. This is what it looks like. This wire right here would be your battery wire going to your lights or whatever else is connected to your battery. The audio system would just tap right into your existing wire. Once you've made both posi-tap connections, your connections should look like this. Posi-tap on the negative line, posi-tap on the positive line over here. And now our audio system should be powered on and ready to go. Once the connections are made and the unit has power, it should come right on like this. The Bluetooth logo will be flashing and you can connect to it by looking for the JXBT name in your Bluetooth list. You can switch between Bluetooth and FM mode by clicking this mode button. To higher and lower the volume, you press and hold these buttons. To pause, you click the center button. You can use USB, an SD card, or an aux input. You can also charge from the USB port, but that puts some strain on the system, so it's not really recommended. The included cover is intended to be used when driving through harsh environments like rain, snow, mud, or anything that can damage the speaker, and when it's being parked or stored so nothing falls and damages this soft speaker. To install this cover, you want to bring it to this angle right here, like this. Slide in one side, slide in the other, and you're good to go. Now it can hinge, and these two magnets line up with two magnets on the other side, so when it's closed, it's pretty secure. To take it off, you bring it to that same front angle, pop off one side, pop off the other, and you're good to go. The included remote can be used to power the system on and off. It can be used to increase and decrease the volume and to set the EQ. If you want it to be the loudest, most powerful, you want to set the EQ to JA2, like so. You can also mute it, use these numbers to set the radio station, use this to switch between inputs, repeat, and some other settings. This unit is water resistant, not waterproof. If you're driving it through rain, snow, or harsh environments, you should use this cover or completely remove it and replace the 4 zip ties. If you have any power or sound issues, the first thing you should check is your connections. If they're not secure or any bit loose, then this thing will cut on and off. If you have any issues, you should check if your posi-tap is connected securely. Make sure that it's pierced through this wire entirely and that this rear wire is fully connected to the center. You may need to remove this wire, restrip it, and reconnect it if the connections get loose or unsecure over time. And that should cover everything. If you guys have any questions or need help with installing your unit, you can contact me at info@qmansgarage.com. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy your new system.